Welcome, everybody, to the latest edition of Boudica rambling at you to explain Game of Sultans. What we have going on here is it's January 2020, and we just had version 2.3 rollout, and the long-awaited Coalition update has been included. Now, Coalitions are brand new. The reality is that if you're in a newer server, you probably don't have much interest in the Coalitions yet. They're a cross-server super union sort of concept where you take 3 unions and you can be bigger and stronger, and there'll be new events, and it should be great. The reason why that won't interest you as much as a newer server is because newer servers are more active. There are more active people playing. There are a lot of people already. It can be a little overwhelming. Now, some people, want more, and for those people that need extra stimuli, I guess coalitions will still be wonderful. But really, for the older servers, this is accounting for the 6-month drop-off. So after about 6 months, a server has a massive drop-off in players. I would like to say that out of like 10,000 people, 10,000 accounts, maybe only 400 were active on 2 of mine. And then by 9 months, you're generally in the 250, 300 range. And I've created several accounts to check that. In some of the older ones. And then it gets down to the point where there's like only 100 active people. And then everybody's got like their alt accounts and stuff, and that makes up for some of the activity. But when you know everybody on a server, it gets harder to fill unions. You condense into like top 10 unions because there's only 10 active unions. And when everybody has, 30 players, then you think that's 300 people, except like 2 of those are alts, or they're dead people, or they're ghosts. They're not really dead. Inactive. They stopped playing. Anyway, that's a lot of rambling. So here we are, it's reset. It's day 2 of this coalition. My union did join a coalition coming into effect. So I'm just claiming my diamonds here because you never know when you're going to need diamonds. Just in case. And so coalitions exist over here where pirates sit. So they're in the harbor. And in the coalition area, you're going to have management, which is just like union management, that statue, right? You're going to have, really nicely how they've organized this, actually. You're going to have all the online folks on top, sorted in order by power. Or is it by contribution? It might be by contribution. Yep, it is by contribution. That's pretty nice. You'll see union leader, or the coalition leader will have coalition leader next to themselves. It takes 3 unions to form a coalition. You can learn more about the rules of the coalition here. Just like a union, it requires 10,000 contribution points to transfer leadership. If a coalition leader goes inactive for 15 days, it'll transfer on to the deputy. If there is no deputy, then it's going to go to the person with the highest contribution. If there's more than one deputy, it'll go to the deputy with the highest contribution. If there's a tie between deputies or union members that have, coalition members that have the highest number of contributions, it's going to be random between the people that are tied. Coalitions can be disbanded. Coalitions can have unions quit from a coalition. Just like you can be removed from a coalition by a union leader. Just like you can a union, you will lose contribution points. Now, contributions are earned through this coalition hall. So here you have the leader up at the top. I like how they've done this where you can chat with them directly. They have a listing of coalition titles. They have, constructions where you make your contributions, and we'll show you how to do that. Markets where you can buy things, just like the union contribution store, except it's coalition, so it's different things. And then every day you're going to get a daily quest. So let's go through that real quick. I'm going to accept the Class Act daily quest. And if we see here, we're going to have some consorts develop their talents. So I'm going to dispatch maid or above consort 21 times. Sweet. So I'm going to click My top 3, I guess, are going. And for doing this, I'm going to earn materials to help me contribute to the union construction. Wonderful. And then here on the quest board, I'm going to help fill them. So accept. So my quest is now unfinished because people have on their menu, they're going to see my quest posted here, just like I just did Nick's. Notice that you saw me select 3. I'm hoping somebody else does theirs real quick. You saw me select 3 consorts and 3 viziers for each of those quests. Now, somebody noticed that, you get more prizes for helping finish more quests. So to get more people to be involved in these quests and to get more contributions, you might only want to do 1 vizier or 1 consort, and then there's 80 people or 90 people in some of these coalitions. So getting 20 shouldn't be hard. If everybody puts down 1, that's 20 people that get to prizes for each of these affairs, each of these quests. I think that that's a reasonable theory, but it's really hard to control what other people do. So everyone would have to agree to do that. And now you're talking like 80 to 90 people doing this. So in a perfect world, I think that's a great scenario. And I might try to be better at that. This is only day 2. So by doing those quests, I've earned some materials, and I'm going to go ahead and go to construction. And I am going to donate what I have. So I'm giving each of these little areas, the wharf, the collision hall, the affairs, they have their own materials that they'll take. And so I don't have enough iron ore for the affairs, but the more quests I do, the more likely I am to earn different materials, right? So if you want to level up here in the collision titles more, you need to contribute more. To contribute more, you have to earn construction materials. To earn construction materials, you have to do more quests. You only get 1 quest a day, but you can assist your coalition members, your fellow coalition members, as much as you can, as long as somebody else hasn't finished it already. So that's kind of what you're going to be looking for over here in affairs. You're going to be checking like, I'm going to go ahead and donate them some gold and just keep helping people. Because the more you help people, the better it is for both the union or the coalition. I will keep mixing those 2 up. The coalition, and the better it is for you. Now, the other thing I've noticed is, we've gone over the management, we've gone over coalition hall, we've gone over affairs. Now, if you come over here at the bottom and click where it says zone, click zone, you'll see the map of your whole area, and everybody's got coordinates as to where their coalition is located. And yeah, it's kind of hard to read and hard to locate. Somebody was like, if you click on them, you get their logo, you get their motto. How do I know where people are located? There's an easier way to do it than clicking zone and looking for people on the maps. So here at the bottom, you're going to click the little information I, and there you're going to find our notice for the coalition, the motto, the coalition unions, so which unions are in this coalition, their coordinates on the map, their ranking, the number of people, the power, all that good stuff. You also have an option to quit. This only works if you are a union leader. See? Like me, I'm not a union leader anymore. Whoop, whoop. Going to ranking. All right, then you see the list of coalitions. Now, if I want to know who's in Fuck Shit Up, I click on it. And wow, it tells me which unions are in there. I think this is really convenient. There are some people that do really well with graphic imagery, so that map is pretty nice to have. Some of us aren't that great at it and prefer a verbal breakdown. And so for those of us that prefer that, it's there. It's wonderful. You also get a ranking. I think it's kind of just like when you started on the server, how much your union ranking and your coalition ranking matter to you probably doesn't matter as much as a right fit. Because a right fit, if you find a bunch of people you enjoy playing with, the longer you are to play. Now, some people like winning things all the time and want to, be with like-minded people. That's fair, I think. I think being with like-minded people in general is probably a little more important. Now, that's pretty much everything I know about coalitions. There's going to be coalition events and things like that. But for the most part, it's pretty easy, right? This is pretty straightforward. If you already know how things work in a union, it's pretty much the same, except affairs start automatically. So you're not waiting on a union leader to be awake and open it at midnight East Coast time when you're on the West Coast and it's only 9. You're not waiting for people to do things for you. You're just doing your things, and that's kind of nice. And they've arranged it so you can see who's online right away. Oh, the other cool thing is, if you go over here and hit that I again, go to rankings, you can actually message the coalition leaders directly. I think that is so cool and so convenient, and I hope that they bring that to the union options, because the numbers of times that I've gone to message people as a union leader to another union leader when I don't know their Discord, or and I have to go offline so I can't be on the game, really need that computer access that Discord offers. That's so handy. Very handy. I'm not going to be looking for people. I can go, all right, I want to message Luke Skywalker. But bam, talking to them right away. Now, your coalition leader is the person that fronted the money to start the coalition. So that $200, whoever came up with that $200 pays for it on their account. They are the coalition leader. They can transfer. That is obvious. However, that's not how they're playing this. Okay. Let's see, what else? So anyway, that message option here, so I could be messaging Queen Spoons just like that. I hope they bring that to the union. Until they do, I'll be a little sad, because there are times when you need to message people and they're not ranked top 100, so they're impossible to find. It's the coolest feature. All right, so that is coalitions. Again, this is like a quick overview. It's still pretty new. There's going to be more features, like this Hall of Fame option we're still like learning about. So you gift people, and they're going to assign tasks, and they only get 5 tasks that they can do per rank, and then they have to upgrade things. Hall of Fame is still pretty new as well. It's only been going on for 3 days. As we learn more about things, I'll do my best to try to keep this up to date. Some people are visual learners. I'm a visual learner. I like talking things out. So these videos are for y'all. And if you're just sitting here going, I don't know what to do, nobody really knows. We're still figuring out. If you do something wrong, they'll tell you. Promise. We'll figure it out, and we'll be like, please don't do that anymore. We figured out it wasn't good. So have fun in coalitions. Have fun with Hall of Fame. Have fun with update 2.3 and all of its new features. And we'll talk again later. Bye.